Welcome to the Tom Stuker Show. I'm Tom Stuker. Almost 30 years ago, I introduced the BDC concept to dealers across the country. Initially, people in our industry thought my concept was, well, for a lack of better terms, absurd. Today, my concept is fully integrated in operational dealerships around the world. BDCs are so prominent that even manufacturers want their dealerships to have one because BDCs can be the ultimate in opportunity management. BDCs don't fail. People fail at BDCs. Even with that said, over 90% of BDCs underperform, and here's 10 reasons why and the solutions to fix them. Number 10, you were not ready for a BDC. Now here's the typical scenario. You couldn't handle listening to one more phone up butchered by your sales staff, so to handle the situation, you took the phone up responsibility away from your six-figure sales manager that couldn't get it done with $50,000 salespeople and replaced them with the $3,000 manager overseeing $1,800 a month BDCs reps to fix the problem. I'd imagine some outsiders would be scratching their head on that one. Now, BDCs actually work best with a tightly run and well-structured sales department. BDCs work best when the sales staff is already averaging at least 12 units plus per person per month and have 100% accountability for the floor ups, phone ups, and all sales opportunities. BDCs will fuel an already strong sales department, but only amplify the weaknesses of one that's not. Now, truly great BDCs can be found at dealerships that already have 100% accountability for floor traffic. If every up counts, then count every up. Number 9, poorly designed workspace. Yes, I'm referring to the room layout and design. In the best case scenario, there should be partitions or clearly defined workspaces for all reps. Partitions not only serve as a sound barrier, but they also make it more inconvenient for reps to visit with each other between calls. All reps need a focused environment to concentrate in. A poorly thought out workspace is a major reason for the lack of productivity. Now, if you're going to decorate, then decorate with key scripts on the walls, goals, objectives. And last but not least, I don't want to be a killjoy. I like my music as well as anyone. But show me a BDC that plays music all the time, and I'll really show you an underproducing BDC. I'd rather focus on the top 40 sales rather than the top 40 hits. I know I took a hit on that one, right? Sorry. Number 8, bad pay plans. Keep pay plans simple and based more on results than just activity. Salespeople and sales managers get paid on results, so should the BDC. Now, sales are an easy way to measure. Appointments are more challenging. Now, consider this scenario. A rep schedules a first appointment that does show up but doesn't buy. Now, do you pay the rep for the second or third be back? Come on, tricky question, because what would be the incentive to follow through if they don't? I know what you're saying. Well, we pay them for sales. In most BDCs, a rep should be paid substantially higher on the sales more than the appointments. Obviously, you got to get them an appointment to get them in to sell. I know you're arguing. It's not their job to sell a car, but it is their job to make sure the car gets sold. Finally, to reward committed employees, salaries should raise slightly based on tenure. Number 7, improper staffing. Staffing your BDC is a delicate balance. Overstaffing is accompanied by heavy expense. In addition, it creates higher turnover because of lower sales opportunities per person. By overstaffing, you'll struggle to justify having a BDC altogether. On the contrary, understaffing a BDC could create bad work habits, such as cherry picking, taking those low-hanging opportunities. Understaffing doesn't maximize all the sales opportunities, which is the main reason for building a BDC. Now, as a starting point for staffing, consider the followed shared guidelines. BDC reps should never handle more than 150 internet leads or phone ups a month unless they have a sold ratio exceeding 15%. As far as calling back unsold showroom traffic, you need one rep for no more than about 400 unsold opportunities. When calling database to mine for repeat referrals, less than 3% of all BDCs can effectively manage 1,800 customers. BDC reps managing 1,200 customers should bring in a minimum of 24 sales a month. A rep managing 1,800 customers should bring in a minimum of 36 sales a month. Number 6, no specialization. Now, it's a good idea to train all BDC reps on how to take and make all the calls and internet opportunities. But it's a terrible idea to have them try to take and make all the calls. For maximum results, specialize. Without specialization, everyone on your team will focus on targeting the inbound phone ups or internet leads. In fact, they'll even wait around for the next one rather than devoting time to following up with other leads. Now, to prevent this from happening, implement a model that has the strongest people handling internet and phone ups. Phone up people must be strong and really quick on their feet. As far as internet leads, you still need strong, persuasive reps, but ones with relentless follow-up skills because internet leads are much more laborious. The next level of talent should follow up unsold showroom traffic. Still a strong need for persuasiveness, but the remaining individuals should be handling owner-based follow-up or service opportunities. To capitalize on specialization, assign a minimum of 2 people to provide 24/7 coverage towards handling phone ups and internet leads. Both reps should work together as one cohesive unit with overlapping coverage in order to team up for immediate assistance to prevent from stalling a sale. Number 5, absence of opportunity management. An overwhelmingly high percentage of BDCs do not manage the sales opportunities close enough on a daily basis. They lack accountability and standards of performance. Accountability is paramount to the performance of a BDC. Closing rates, or better yet, delivery rates, need to be monitored daily. More important, travel rates, better yet, what I mean is lead distribution, needs to be monitored and managed daily. BDC reps selling 4 or 5 cars from a pool of 60 phone ups and internet leads on a month should be stopped from getting additional leads until they sold at least 9 or 15%. Work the 55 unsold opportunities out of that 60 before taking on any more leads. Number 4 is BDC reps lacking great phone skills. I mean great. With average or poor phone skills, your BDC will always be an expense. With expert to great phone skills paired with active calling, your BDC is an investment with a great return. The skill level of your BDC reps and actual logged minutes will determine whether or not your BDC is making you money or losing you money. If you're not making good calls, you're making bad calls. Every single call that's made, every message that's left is representative of what your dealership is all about. All of us get calls every day from businesses. At the end of every call, you either feel better about that company or worse. My trainers and I find that this might arguably be the number 1 reason for lack of productivity because of all the bad calls made out of your BDC with your own customers. Great scripts and skill sets are everything. I walk into a BDC and find there are too many people saying, take me off your list, stop calling me. And I don't know about you, but I'm all about building customers for life and not losing them in a day. Number 3, you're not on the phone enough. If you're not talking, you're not selling. The only way a sales go down is when you're engaged with a customer. My point is, you can't close an empty chair. Don't take me wrong. But when you do become instinctive on your phone skills, it frees you up to do the most important part. Listen. If you don't listen, most customers will tell you exactly how to help them make a decision. After analyzing the productivity of thousands of BDC reps in just the last few years, I found that reps from underperforming BDCs were on the phone less than 25% of the day. In more productive BDCs, reps were on the phone, literally on the phone over 40% of the time and actively updating their CRM. Reps logging less than 25% of phone time are either avoiding making calls, not hungry, or undermanaged. Another point I really want to drive home here, it's quality of conversations, not quantity. It's how many people you complete a conversation with, a conversation in which the customer feels very good about your dealership. I recently followed a sales trainer that felt that the rep should make 150 dials because only 11 to 14% would engage. Well, both those numbers are wrong. First of all, if you only get to engage 11 to 14% of your customers, then you're doing something wrong. The pressure should be the quality of your conversations rather than how many dials you can make in a day. Focus on results, not activity. Keep busy doing a good job and the results will be there. Number 2, you don't have 100% manager buy-in. Now, do some of your managers consider the BDC to be the ugly stepchild of the dealership? A department that's forced upon them from the dealership or manufacturer? Come on, either you're 100% in or 100% out. Pick one and own it. Managers that are 100% in are spot checking, recording inbound and outbound calls, and fixing red flags immediately. They're also taking notes from the daily BDC morning meeting, a meeting that also covers save a deal, advertising, promotions, inventory, and sales skills. Dealerships that are 100% in also make sure that all internet leads and phone appointments are set for the manager on duty. Most importantly, managers should be on a rotation in order to work directly with the BDC daily, a true hands-on approach. This allows managers to overhear calls, assist with TOs, polish up some selling skills, help the team overcome frustrations, and supervise new or struggling BDC reps. One last reason why the manager should be in there, so they could also fill the empty chairs with struggling salespeople that could use a hands-on approach with the manager to improve their phone skills. Last but not least, the number one reason why BDCs underperform, you got the wrong BDC manager. Now, would your BDC manager sell 15 plus units a month on the floor? Are they the best on the phone in your entire dealership? Do they set appointments themselves each day? Are they more retail than detail? Well, if not, you might have the wrong manager in place. A manager that is 3 months into the running of your BDC shouldn't be showing you a 4-color graph of why you're still not selling more units. The BDC manager sets the bar for productivity in a room. Think about it. Would a 6-car a month sales manager set the bar up here or down there, right? If you're strong on the phone, if you're strong on phone skills, you're all about retail, then you're going to raise the bar. If not, your expectations will be much lower. There's your 10 reasons why BDCs underperform and what to do about it. Start with number 1 and work your way back. And I love this business. Now, here, if you don't already have my training manual, 330-page script and techniques, every single call, inbound, outbound, everything, how to leave messages, everything to do with the phone, 330 pages. If you don't already have it, you call the number listed underneath me right here and ask for the CBT special, 50% off if you're a CBT subscriber. I told you I love this business. I'm Tom Stuker, and this is the Tom Stuker Show.